episode of Coffee with a Roach. However, there's no coffee tonight. We are at another comedy show. So, subsequently, it is cocaine and hooker night.
It's cocaine and hooker night at Shooters.
We're in East County. When in Rome, smoke meth.
Yeah, meth. A lot of meth.
A lot of meth. So, Cody, we were here tonight at Dan Bublitz's open mic, brought to you by Fat Panda, which is basically just what his wife or girlfriend calls me better.
You did that like with a live read corporate sponsorship. Fat Panda won't pay you.
It's not about payment. It's about respect to something that really doesn't deserve too much. But I'm doing it anyway. It was the roast of Dan Bublitz, and you went up and did pretty well, man. I enjoyed your roast jokes.
Thank you.
I enjoyed your je ne sais quoi.
You don't know what? You enjoyed it, but you don't know why.
Exactly. I just like saying je ne sais quoi.
Ah.
I think it was either that or voulez-vous foucher avec moi.
I won't.
Yeah, I think that was the wrong one.
Yeah. I won't do that.
I dig Rick James. Anyway, we're here at the roast of Dan Bublitz, and Cody went up. How do you rate your set on 1 to shit?
Wow. Who's the shit? No. Like 1.
Like a 1?
1.
Right on. That's the appropriate scale.
I think it was a 1
for a comedy show. You never do 10. You do 1
0
or
to
shit.
1.
And the guy behind the camera, Tony Kim, would know the scale of 1 to shit, as me and him are usually both knee deep in the shit. So
just my penis,
You
baby.
didn't shit tonight.
yeah, I heard. From what I'm told, I never remember what I say. So what I'm told is I did pretty good, and I regret not recording it.
You know, Tommy, in comedy, often it's a good thing to remember what one is going to say.
I've been trying a new thing where I just get high and see what happens, which is how I've been living my life, and I've done pretty good thus far.
I don't think this is the first time you've made that decision.
It's the first time I made a coherent decision in the year of 2012, so we're going with it. I enjoyed it though, man.
I made, but it was a good set. It was
How
fun.
long have you been doing the old jokey jokes?
I started in March 2003, so almost 10 years ago now.
Oh, nice. Where'd you start at, man?
My very first show was at a high school talent show in southern Michigan, where I grew up.
Was that rough?
It went really well because it was a high school talent show. I did stand up. I mean, I might have been a little funny, but I probably wasn't good. But it was all parents and teachers and.
Was it a full auditorium?
Yeah.
How many people is that?
Probably 150, 200.
We're here with Cody Morley, who has done over 150 seater before.
That's any comedy club, bro.
Provided that most of the patrons at that show didn't have hair on their balls or labia yet. Did they get hair on the labia? His labia is lip, right?
Yeah, labia is the lips.
Shooters, that's where we're at right now. I'm Tommy the Roach Lucero, here with friend in comedy, Cody Morley.
We're not live. There's no one just tuning in.
I never said I was good at this shit. I just said I do it.
No, you are good at this shit. I enjoy it. I'm in a poking fun mood after tonight.
Oh, because you Mr. Roaster now?
I like roasting people. It's fun.
I like roasting people. Ooh, I'm Mr. Roaster. I like Greg Giraldo. I'm going to do that.
Listen, when I shoot a bunch of heroin in my arm and I die, then you'll see.
You'll see. Now you were funny.
That's mean. Greg Giraldo was a really good guy.
Who do you look up to, speaking of which?
I like that crew a lot. Greg Giraldo, Jim Norton, Bob Kelly, Colin Quinn, Keith Richards.
He's kind of a comedian, right?
Who?
Keith Richards.
Yeah, Keith Richards.
His physical comedy is
yeah.
up next to none. Like, did you see the clip of him falling out of that coconut tree? That's top-notch comedy.
See that.
It's top-notch, and it just made him funnier. Like personally, I've always thought that's pretty much the vein that I thought you were going for.
Mm-hmm.
The whole Jim Norton. Like, do you know who Jim Jeffries is?
I do.
That's
I like
what
him.
I think. That's
He
what
and I have
kind
a
of
joke that's really eerily similar.
Yeah,
and I
that's what
don't
I've
like
always-
telling it all the time because I look up to him so much.
He quit drinking recently. Did you ever think you'd go try that route?
I quit drinking for a year once, but You know, actually, I quit drinking for a year twice. Didn't really change much one way or the other. I enjoy it though. I do.
It's most of my friends when they say they quit drinking. You're by like the 57 or something, in case you're wondering. Most of my friends when they say they quit drinking, it's just because they ran out of money. Is that what happened with you, or was it a conscious decision?
Oh no! I didn't have a lot of money, but I just felt like I was drinking all the time, so I decided I'd quit. I'd see what the other side was like. I quit for a little over a year.
Yeah, when the hangover like this goes perpetually.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
just
bad.
wake up feeling like shit all the time.
You wake up and you have to have your friends tell you about the night before.
But yeah, well, I mean, there's a lot of that. There's far too much of that.
Like even now, I would imagine. Like we both hang out at the Madhouse. I've seen you there a bunch of times.
Yes.
And there's been quite a few times where I'm not sure you're going to remember me the following day.
Yeah, I'll do that from time to time.
Not remember people?
Not remember people. Well, there are sometimes gaps.
Sometimes
in
gaps.
the memory of a previous evening.
If you're anything like me, I'm hoping you're not wondering that if those are little mini strokes or not.
Yeah. You think I might have either a serious health condition or a drinking problem.
I think they're both in the one
Either
the same.
way,
Really.
I don't have insurance, so let's embrace it.
Yeah. I mean, if you don't go to the doctor, you don't know that anything's wrong.
Nothing's wrong.
So I mean, the party just keeps rolling on through. Like, you consider yourself like a heavy drinker, or are you like a moderate social guy?
I drink heavily once in a while, but I don't I'm not a heavy drinker, no. Like I had 3 tonight, I'm done.
What's your poison there?
I like scotch. I'm a scotch guy.
You look like a Scotch guy.
Yeah. I drink a lot of Johnny Walker.
The sweater tells me that. Like only guys with V-neck sweaters drink brandy out of like little sifter.
I have a stupid logo T-shirt, like a hipster underneath, and I just put this very academic.
That's what I tell people, is that you have so many
shell.
layers.
Yeah.
Not only mentally, but aesthetically, as it were.
Not as many as you think mentally.
We're just getting the one layer.
I'm not that bright.
Not that bright.
Not that bright.
Don't go by what the fucking camp counselors and school counselors told you.
Oh.
It's never a good idea. If I went by that test that we take when we were in high school, I would have been a farmer right now.
Actually, earlier I almost mistook you for an old camp counselor because you came behind me and you were standing behind me and you said, "Hey, dude, squirt this in your mouth."
I thought it was going to be because I was breathing on your neck.
I was like, "Mr. O'Malley?"
Squirt this in your mouth and don't tell anybody.
From Cub Scouts? I remember you.
Oh man, what are your plans for comedy? Is it?
I am going to fill theaters regularly. I will eventually have some sort of significant television credits that I'm proud of.
I hope I get to at least clean a theater at some point.
That would
That's my aspiration. I don't think
like
Balboa Theater is not. You're not going to see a poster of me at the Balboa Theater. I would think you, because you have the soft on the eyes kind of face.
I appreciate that.
That's
very
mine.
nice
I
of you
have
to say.
the stop that guy at the check through at the airport kind of face. It's not.
No, you do kind of look like a terrorist.
Okay.
If you had that hat on, though, I think you'd have a real problem.
See, well, I take the hat off. I just look like a fucking mental patient. Because the hair going on under this is the reason I'm wearing the hat.
The hat on kind of looks like a mental patient. You are not doing yourself any
My mom says to dress for what you want to be in life. And I'm just looking for that 6 o'clock wake-up call to get my meds. That's all I want.
Well, I want to go to a place that makes me die a little on the inside. And I would always like to have just a little bit of drool right here.
Oh, man. That's fun. How long did you do tonight? How long was it? Time?
See, I heard they were 8 minutes, which would have been fine. That's a little short, but it would have been fine. But I think I got lit at like 5 because I was making fun of Captain Hook, Michael Castleberry.
Captain Hook.
I'm sorry.
I'm a kind of person that loves that kind of shit. Like, I've been going to the gym a lot recently, and I saw a little person at the gym, and it was all I could do not to just follow that little fella around the whole time.
I know, right?
Like, I couldn't imagine. Does he do like really like short reps of stuff? Like, does he just only do like a little bit of time?
All I can imagine is him laying on the bench press and his little arms, him reaching up and he can't get the bar.
Just like that?
It just...
Hey there, fella, you want to help me get a spot me?
Okay, that's
Can
enough.
I get a spot?
I don't want my shins bruised, so I don't want to keep going this vein.
It's okay, it's okay. They can't use computers, they'll never see this. They're up on desks.
You know what?
Computers are on desks.
I can't
now.
trouble myself with these little problems of the world. I mean, every little nitpicking bullshit. It's just small beans to me, is what it is.
You know, I think it's appropriate that we call them little people now.
What is it?
Because they are little.
But their heads are huge.
Oh my god, yeah.
You know
I
what
heard
I
Brad
like?
Williams say recently that when he came out of the womb, his head was so big when he was born that he just looked like a rattle. Which I thought was one of the funnier things I've ever heard.
I'm glad you can quote Brad Williams for that. Because you know, if you said that just by yourself,
Oh,
I would have to put a disclaimer on that, and I don't have that good of an editing material to work with.
there's a Chiron underneath this. Says, no, I don't mean this. He did.